Show number 93. Here from the www.fourcornersproject.org studio here in Beit Shemesh, Israel. It is Lenny Solomon live, coming live to you. And I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, we have a great show for you like we do every night. Well, actually 3 times a week. We go live tonight, the 27th day of Adar, I believe. Or it might be the 26th day of Adar. No, I think it's the 27th. But I'm not sure. Either way, Adar is coming to a close, but we still must have simcha. Ladies and gentlemen, happiness right now is of the moment, as Joe Franklin would say. It is of the moment. We have to be happy. So I'll play some happy tunes. Happy, 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 happy. Okay, no. Only joking. I got you to laugh. I know. I can see you guys out there in the camera land, in TV land, here on internet. So, okay. We got a thumbs up from our associate producer in Clifton, New Jersey, Judy Hertzfeld. Giving a shout out to Judy. Today's show is a special show, and I'll tell you why. We're going to go behind the scenes into the making of No Limits, year 2009. Now, what was interesting about this whole year and that summer in particular is that I had no plans to make an album. Absolutely no plans. And also, things weren't selling well. Things weren't selling because Napster had started, sales had started to shrivel, to shrink, to go down, basically because people were taking music. They were file sharing, they were doing all these things. Way of life. That's just the way it happens. It works that way. God has his plans, as Paul Simon would say, and the information's not available to the mortal man. So here I was. It was in July of 2009, and I decided I wasn't going to do an album. And all of a sudden, in a 5-day period, I wrote 12 songs. Called up my producer, Steve Bill, who will be on this show in our interview session after Pesach. Sometime after Pesach, we will get him in studio for an interview. And I told him, Steve, I just wrote 12 songs. Do you have 5 days in your studio in August? I'm coming in for the summer camp tour. Do you have 5 days for me to record? And he said, I do. And that's how we recorded No Limits. I wrote 12 songs in 5 days or 4 days, and then I recorded them in 5. Intense, and intense. It was great. So let's start by playing one of the songs. This is called Satisfied. And it talks about, the Gemara says, people who have 100, they want 200. People who have 200 want 400. It's just the way it is. So the question is, are you satisfied with your lot? I had 2, but I wanted 4. I had plenty, but I wanted more. I wasn't satisfied with my lot. I bought 1, but I wanted a pair. Got a table with some 20 new chairs. I wasn't satisfied with my lot. Oh, are we satisfied? Oh, are we satisfied? Oh, are we satisfied with our lot? Oh, are we satisfied? Are we satisfied? Oh, are we satisfied with what we've got? I got a car, but I wanted a Rolls. Mortgage my future, selling my soul. I wasn't satisfied with my lot. I took risks, but I did not care. If my neighbor got it first, this was not fair. I wasn't satisfied with my lot. Everybody together. Oh, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with my lot? Oh, are you satisfied? satisfied? Oh, are we satisfied? Oh, are we satisfied with what we've got? But I had everything. I had my health, I had my wife, I had my kids. Who needs anything else? Yes, I had everything. Is there something more? Would I wake up in time to see the score? Burning the candles at both ends, chasing the money, losing your friends. Are you satisfied with your lot? How much is enough? I heard my mama say, you're doing too much. Are you living the right way? Are you satisfied with your lot? We should be satisfied. We should be satisfied. We should be satisfied with our lot. We should be satisfied. We should be satisfied. We should be satisfied with what we've got. We should be satisfied with our lot. Satisfied. Getting a lot of compliments as I'm watching the chat comes in on the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal Canadian attire today. It is Montreal Canadian Day. And some Montrealers are chirping in. Go Habs, go. I believe that's from Amy. Okay, so you guys, that was the story of Satisfied. Wrote the song. Every song had some sort of learning attached to it. You know, I was learning. What I learned came out in song, and that's the way it always works. Or, you know, when I was making these albums and I was getting spurts of what's the word? Spurts of creativity. Okay, now we're up to sharing video time. I am now making it a point of trying to share a video every show. So we're going to go to the new No Limits album, and my favorite video is called Trust in God, and it actually features our associate producer Judy Hertzfeld in a cameo role. So why don't we take a look? Ethan Bill produced and filmed this video, and I'm in it, of course, as well as some of the band, and all over our and some live performances. But you'll see it. Here we go. It's time to. Okay. I'm going to turn this on. We're going to. There it is. And action.
And now for the weather. Let's turn to our meteorologist, Lenny Solomon. Lenny, take it away.
Thanks, Judy. We'll be experiencing unseasonably mild temperatures over our city, and it'll be partly cloudy over the central region. But you know what? I just read online that the world is coming to an end next Wednesday, so who cares?
Lenny, didn't you say that the world was coming to an end last week? Just trust in God.
Let's all hide under the bed. What can we learn from all of these? So put your trust in God. Don't put your trust in man. Just put your trust in God. It'll work out in the end. So put your trust in God. Don't put your trust in man. Just put your trust in God. It'll work out in the end.
Okay, trust in God. And let's just get this video off. You know, as you're the technical person, I actually thought that the picture was fine. I didn't realize. Some of you on Facebook might not have seen that video. If that's true, I will put a link in at the end so you in the comment section so you can go and click on it. All right, you guys. That song, Trust in God, I wrote because I was always getting burned by predictions, doom and gloom. This is going to happen, that's going to happen, and you have to kind of learn not to buy in. But it's still innate in me to buy into that stuff. Okay, you guys, here we go. We're around halfway through our show right now, and it's time to play Name That Tune. Name That Tune is brought to you by. It's brought to you by thekoshercakery.com. Okay, so I want you all to go to koshercakery.com, an amazing opportunity for you to light up the lives of your friends living in Israel. If you have a friend, some family in Israel, and you normally come for a visit, you can't do that right now. So what do? Go to koshercakery.com, order cakes, cupcakes, cookies, send as a gift to your friends or family. Kosher Cakery is an amazing boutique bakery, and you will walk away saying, Kosher Cakery, that's my bakery. Okay, let's play Name That Tune. We're still with Billy Joel. This time, we're not going to do only piano solos. We're going to do actual songs. So here we go. 4 songs from Billy Joel. Let's see if you can get them. Song 1. All right, that should be all you need for that one. That was song number 1. Song number 2. That should be all you need for song number 2. Song number 2 and song number 1 are already in the books. Here we go. Song number 3. This one might be a little bit obscure. Here we go. Okay, that was song number 3. Finally, song number 4 of the Billy Joel Name That Tune. That should be all you need for that. You should have it already by now. Okay, so there we go. 4 Billy Joel songs. Name That Tune. Okay. Let's keep going, and let's do another song from the No Limits. From the No Limits album. We are up to Leia's song, And I Will Pray. Great, great song, and very apropos, because today, in today's day and age, we have to pray, because the only thing we really have to do is to ask Hashem. please take away this plague from us. And that's what our job is right now. Pray to God, take away the plague from us, from the people of Israel, and from all over the world. Here we go. I'm sitting here sadly, what can I do? I'm supposed to marry Esav, a fate not for me or you. He's rejected tradition, he's left the Jewish way. I don't want a life with him, there must be another way. I will cry out to Hashem, ask him to help me out. I will cry out to Hashem, it will leave no doubt. I will cry out to Hashem, I know that he can come through. And I will pray to redirect the verdict, and I will pray to change the status quo. The power's within me, I know that he can see, and I will pray. I'm sitting here gladly, but what should I do? I'm about to give birth, this will be my 7th boy. This will mean my sister Rachel will only have one tribe, less than all the others, don't want to hurt her pride. I will cry out to Hashem, ask him to help me out. I will cry out to Hashem, this will leave no doubt. I will cry out to Hashem, I know that he can come through. And I will pray to redirect the verdict, and I will pray to change the status quo. The power's within me, I know that he can see, and I will pray. There's trouble for our people everywhere we go. We need to use our power to help correct the flow. Let's learn from Mother Leah, we can change it all. Let's open up our hearts and let's pray. And we must pray to redirect the verdict, and we must pray to change the status quo. The power's in all of us, in God we must have trust, and we will pray. The power's in all of us, in God we must have trust, and we will pray. Leah's song, And I Will Pray, off the No Limits album, which was released in 2009. It was one of those releases where I said, everybody, download the album and pay what you want. We did it kind of like Radiohead did. They did that. We tried to do the same idea. And it was a nice idea. And to try to get people to listen to the album. A lot of people to listen. Kind of worked. So, what are we up to? We're up to prayers for the sick, and then we're going to finish with our last song, which of course will be revolving around Israel, like we always do. So, we want to wish a refuah shlema. Let me take the list. I got a nice list here. Everybody out there, Shlomo Elimelech ben Rivka, Chaya bat Faya Sarida, Daniel ben Ita, Dov Ber ben Esther Razel, Yosef Michael ben Yehudit Shoshana, Yehuda Meir ben Malka, Miriam Yehudit bat Tova Shena, Yona Yosef Alter ben Miriam Yehudit, Shmuel Michael ben Malka, Eliza bat Batsheva, Yitzchak ben Yenta, Rivka Fruma bat Leah Bela, Tzivya Chula bat Malya Devora, Yaakov Gavriel ben Malya Devora. Then we have a couple of new names, Binyamin Yaakov ben Chava, Tova bat Esther, Yafa Efrona bat Henya Yehudit, and Chanaleah bat Malka Sima, Shlomo Halevi ben Esther, Peril bat Esther. So many names. You guys, a lot of people need your help out there. A lot of people need your help. So just think about them. Help them as best as you can. And think about people that need parnasah. You know, Hashem is taking care of all of us. All you got to do is rely on God. Talk to God. God's going to take care of you. But sometimes people have to help those people. God sends people who have means to help others. All right. I see we get some Billy Joel answers coming right in. Very good. You got it all right. Andy Lewis got it all right. Okay, let's go to Walking the Land. Here we go. In Israel, in a city called Beit Shemesh, every night I walk the streets, trying to stay in shape. You know it's not easy, but here I get an extra added treat. As I gaze upon the mountains of Judah, see the fields so plenty and so green. Peaceful inner joy wells up inside of me. Sometimes I talk to God, it's so serene. And I'm walking the land, it's Eretz Yisrael, pounding the pavement with my feet. Every 4 amot, I get a mitzvah. When you walk the Holy Land, walk the beat. Words cannot express the gladness that I feel when I do my 40 minutes twice a day. And every passerby gets to hear my greeting. Erev Tov or Boker Tov is what I say. The spirit of the country rests upon you. The unity of all just uplifts. 'Cause even though we come from many different places, being all together is a gift. And we'll walk in the land, Eretz Yisrael, pounding the pavement with my feet. Every 4 amot, I get a mitzvah. When we walk the Holy Land, walk the beat. Walk in the land, Eretz Yisrael, pounding the pavement with my feet. Every 4 amot, I get a mitzvah. When we walk the Holy Land, walk the beat. Walk in the Land. Ladies and gentlemen, from the www.fourcornersproject.org studio here in Beit Shemesh, Israel. We hope you've had a great show. Tomorrow, 10 p.m. Israel time, 3 p.m. East Coast, 12 noon West Coast, we will be interviewing Mike Roth, the drummer that took over from Gary Wallen. And then he is now our number one drummer here in Israel. He made Aliyah. He's the number one drummer in Israel. We will talk to him about first his career with Shlock Rock in America, his career in Shlock Rock in Israel, his album experience. He did a bunch of albums with us. We'll talk about that. And hope you guys had a great show. We'll see you tomorrow. Keep on shlocking. Lenny Solomon Live.